I told the former ghoul, now a regular human again. I said Lucy McLean stays with me from now on, no ifs ands or buts about it. I'm going to take care of her from now on because she's a good woman, and in exchange I'll take you straight to your fucking family and you and your family can live in that vault for all I care while I rebuild this world brick by brick. And he said deal, and I teleported him straight to the vault where his family is being held, and he saw them. He said you fuckers put them in a fucking cryo vault. We didn't even know if that technology works properly. Get them the fuck out of there now. And I said take it easy Hollywood, I'm letting them out, I'm here to help. Take it out on McLean, not me. He's the one responsible for all this, not me in house. And he pointed his gun at me and he said you fucking thaw them out right now, you son of a bitch. And he put his gun barrel on my lip and I said I'm doing it now, and I began the thawing sequence and I said it will take a minute, have some fucking patience and I can heal them. And he said come over here and fucking heal them then, Miracle Man. And I said okay, and I healed his family and they woke up and his wife said Cooper, is that you? And he said honey you okay? And his daughter said daddy it's really you, you're still alive. And he said you got me my family back. I got no words and I said a deal's a deal, Lucy stays with me, see you later Cooper, or never. And I waved goodbye and then McLean walked in and then Cooper confronted him and said stop right there, don't you fucking move. And then Hank McLean tried to run and Cooper shot him in the leg and he said you killed your own wife and you nearly got your daughter killed, what the fuck is this place? And Hank said all of the famous people are here including all the vault tech managers, now please you have your family, please let me go. And he said you know what Mr. Hank, since you came back here now there's a perfectly good cry vault over there, I think we'll let you use it. And he said wait, you will need my access cards for you and your family in this vault, and the others just don't kill me please, just spare my life. And Cooper said I'm not going to kill you, I'm just going to put your fucking ass in this fucking cryo tube. And he angrily grabbed him and put him in the cryo tube and froze him in time. And he said piece of shit, okay you can fucking go now Atlas, I know I can't kill you anyway. And I said for what it's worth Cooper, I'm sorry you had to suffer out there in the wasteland, but I'm going to set the wrong things right, I promise. And he said see that you do and don't fail. And I vanished. Meanwhile in the vault with Cooper and his family, his wife said was that Atlas the famous superhuman experiment? And he said yes it was him, apparently the man is going to save what's left of the human race. And Cooper embraced his family in a hug and said I guess we got a new home now honey. And then I teleported back to Lucy McLean and I said hi darling, and she smiled and said you really do have superpowers. And I said yes ma'am, and I walked up to her and kissed her passionately and I made love to her again, and she forgot all about Maximus and she never even asked about him again or talked about him. And I decided that I would marry Lucy McLean because I truly love her. And I said darling, do you want to get married? And she said yes of course, I love you. And I said love you too. And then the next day we got a preacher and we got married for real, and it was legal. And since I made her immortal and invincible like me, she no longer had to worry about dying in this cruel world. And I said Lucy McLean I do, and with that we were married. And I told her she's now immortal and invincible, and then she shot herself and she said do you know how overpowered this is in this world? And I said yes darling, but you're a good woman and you deserve it. She said oh Atlas you gave me everything. And I said of course I did baby, I love you. After I married Lucy McLean I got to work and I rebuilt all the cities in the world and I got rid of all the bad monsters, even the Deathclaws. And then one day I decided to rebuild all the cities near the NCR capital, and I did. And then I created barricades everywhere to keep everyone safe from the outside world, and I did this for all the cities I rebuilt in the former United States. And I helped House rebuild New Vegas into a beautiful utopia with a gigantic technologically advanced barricade. Now people had great technology and better food, and people were doing much better and they all felt safer thanks to me and House. We had rebuilt the world and we had given humanity a fighting chance again in this Fallout universe that seemed to be doomed from the beginning, now reborn mostly because of me. We even linked up with the Institute and I helped rebuild Boston, Massachusetts. With the help of the Institute they declared martial law with my help, them and the Minutemen took back the wasteland in the Commonwealth, and I helped them rebuild cities.